Why did you come to Eldon?
Seemed like a good idea at the time? Yeah, I know. Not the smartest move. Kadara bothered some people. Sloane muscling her way into Angara territory. I guess some of us wanted to start with a clean slate. Too bad I got shit on so fast.
Why did you...
I guess some of us wanted to start with a...
If you manage to get a fortified base, what then?
trade, hopefully. We know the Krogan are out here. Once we're set up, we'll try to make contact. Maybe if we're really successful, the other exiles will come around and join us. I just know that anarchy is unlikely to get us very far. We need people working towards the same goal.
I like your optimism. That's the stuff we need to really make it work out here.
Yeah, well, I'm a romantic at heart. What can I say? I'm not stupid. I know it's not going to be painless. But, as they say, if you're gonna die, better die trying.
Nothing else.
Thanks, Pathfinder.
tactics. I ran into this scarred-up merc who had some really good... You don't care.
It's just... I've studied tactics from thousand-year campaigns, Liam.
Man, this story killed back home.
getting a lot of anomaly reports from one prospector. Really weird reports.
Let me guess. Orlin Lloyd? Travels solo and reads too many spy comics. Could probably change his breather more often. Just forward it to me. I'll translate for colonial affairs.
Maybe loop in a psychiatrist. Freud would love this guy.
Right. Get him a tincture of lithium while we're at it. Morta's clan still hasn't forgiven the Nexus, huh? Can't say I blame them.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
They're Krogan. They can live anywhere.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Heat levels increasing. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
Move along. No. He's with me. Human Pathfinder. The one you were telling us about?
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morta.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus. Traitor. Think I'm a traitor too? Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help. Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in. But Drag, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here. Good. I'll see you inside, Ryder. Gonna have a few more words with this pair first. Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough.
Saw the worm bust straight through an old ship.
Soft, mushy human
Not
like you
a
should probably
scratch
steer
on
clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. It doesn't seem to care about us at all. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right next to the
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keefe? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No? Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keefe like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keefe was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the
Send me the nav point.
Done. I hope.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Should track down a fiend later.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
Come on, you have nowhere to go.
Heard Sloan on Kadara is hiring.
We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
Saw the worm out there again.
If
That
you had
thing
a
is
worm,
huge.
let me know.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that
Hey.
you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the Initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
I'm gonna journal about this later. See you soon.
She's charming. Plus, she just confirmed our worst fears.
Yeah, maybe.
The Initiative will pay. She said that, right? I didn't imagine it.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Been out to see about Araxia? Very wild. Don't look for trouble and they'll be. Feel like we can finally relax. Nice weather, isn't it? Take in the view.
Heat levels increasing. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Closing early tomorrow. Any reason? Did I say you could ask questions? You're a lackey. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you? Look, you want to buy, talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the... So we can... We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean? I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the Genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Now... Morta ever stop barking orders?
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
Salvager at the Paradise might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home, we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here, we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tuchanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
Should track down a fiend later. It's been ages since I had a good fight.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as Tuchanka.
Don't be stupid. Morta will find her way.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate. And who knows?
Thanks.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises. You, back off.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. I can see the tension building. Colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
Sounds like all they need.
Best way to stop...
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a... Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean...
Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think...
Big problems can start out small, not taking any...
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What do you have against selling Rincol to humans?
Spent too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol. Like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself. Strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the net.
And built. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
Ryder, this is Groton, an old friend. Frankly, built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's hurt not bother you. We can't help it. What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
It's... rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic. I'm guessing you have questions.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring? The day you dig my grave, old-timer. Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped. Now I just can't seem to get rid of them.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus. The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus. After the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere. Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Warren and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse. We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything. New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
I'll talk to you later.
Got the orders from Morda. We're cutting water rations again. I don't like this. They won't take much more. For now, we do what she says.
Get away from Morda.
Ran into some of those scavengers.
Blood threshers, come on.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Spit out what you know, and I'll take it from there.
Okay, okay. I said quiet, not rude.
What?
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive. What are you talking about?
With a drive?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. Now get a... Thanks.